So I saw this video and immediately was like, I need to talk. I just need to sit down and talk because it pissed me off. Pissed me off a lot. All these different things going around at the moment with COVID, and I know it's not new. There's been a big prejudice towards certain races for certain reasons because of COVID-19 and COVID-19, don't call it coronavirus. It's not called the China virus. And that certain people whose Twitter has now been suspended, people who believe that the virus is a hoax. What are you doing? Like, it baffles me to think that there's actually people out there who believe it's not real. And you know, it's crazy to me. It really is, because it's just like, what the actual fuck? Like, how can you be so closed-minded and ignorant to see the global pandemic as a hoax and as fake, and how the media are pushing it, you know, to be like this crazy thing when it's actually a hoax and it's a fake, when really, with the media, I don't believe in the media all the time either. Not gonna lie, I'm just gonna be honest, but the media at the moment are giving out all the correct information. Not all media outlets. A lot of them are telling the truth. I mean, come on, like certain countries. You're gonna tell me 22.2 million cases of COVID-19 discovered as of today, and 373,000 deaths is a hoax. 373,000 deaths. If that's a hoax, you have a lot of explaining to do. As of 30 minutes ago, those were the figures for certain countries. So, people who believe that this is fake and that it was brought because of a certain country or a certain race, you'll need a good slapping. Just watch this video, and oh my god. This is by a guy called Terry TV. And he's a guy, I used to watch his videos all the time. A couple of years ago when he used to direct reaction videos. I don't watch him anymore, but just watch the start of this video, okay? Hang on. I'm gonna have to get down and dirty.
Argument behind racism being bad.
She almost hit me, right?
What you just saw right there is just some of many clips that I'm going to show you today, just to prove to you that racism in 2020 is very much still a real thing. And
in 2021.
I think if it was anybody or most people in her shoes, I think they would flip their shit if this happened to them.
Yeah.
It's just really immature, and if you find it funny, then you're just a douchebag.
I'm from South Korea.
I know sunflower seeds that are more mature than these
The fact they still spoke Korean. Oh, Korean.
full-grown adults. And it honestly boggles my mind how we're living in a world and this stuff is still going on and the people doing it still think it's okay. Well, to be perfectly fair, honestly, I'm not surprised. In fact, I expect it. Earth is just a shitty place. Why do you think I turned my apartment into a starship and I'm living in space right now with a talking robot?
That's robot.
Wait, I'm just gonna stop there for a second. There's so many clips on the internet of racist behavior towards Asian people because of COVID-19. There is so many, and people who don't say anything, people who stand behind the racism happening, is just as bad. It's something that needs to be talked about and it needs to be spread. There has been many cases of Asian people being beat up, racist slurs and comments like this, acid being thrown on people. It's not good. It's like, that's the only way to put it. It's not good. It's not right. It is very incorrect. And the amount of people who sit back and think it's okay for something like this to happen, they're just as bad, and they need to be taught it's not okay. Personally, as of COVID-19, I have received racial slurs towards me with my sister. I was in a shop, going to buy a camera. I think I was buying a camera. We were looking at cameras, and the man, under his breath, no, it wasn't under his breath, my sister heard him, and so did I, and we were quite far apart, so he was like, "Get out the fucking country, you don't belong here." Like, I've witnessed enough racism to be like, okay, whatever, but some people have to experience it every single day, and I'm just glad that I don't have to do that every day. It's not something that I have to live with all the time, but people like this girl, this lady, sorry, it makes me really angry. I'm really not going to edit this video at all. I'm just going to put it up. I just needed to talk and just vent. Racism is something that is not looked upon. No. Racism towards Asians is something that is just brushed under the carpet. It's like Asian people are just a joke, and that it's not racist if it's towards an Asian person. No, that's not correct. That's not how it works. The amount of, like, even in Ireland, a peaceful country, a lady was pushed into, an Asian, I think she was Chinese, was pushed into a river. What? Like, what? A young guy, I think he's younger than me, or like the same age as me, was punched in the face. I think that happened in Amsterdam, or in somewhere in, well, I don't remember where it was, but if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should go over, because I share a lot of these stories that happen on my story, and it's just ridiculous and disgusting the amount of times I have to put something up because of so many racist encounters and racist racist actions that happen and are videoed. People video them and put them up online for people to see. I don't really have anything much to say other than it needs to stop. Something like this should not happen ever. I don't really have anything else to say, but I just needed to sit down for this and just talk about it because no, it's not okay. It's never been okay, never will be okay, and we need to stand up together to, you're not going to fight back about it. Well, you're going to have to, but it's not a thing that involves violence or racism back, because if you're racist back, it's just like you're just as bad. You need to stand up. We need to stand up. Asians together. That sounds so cringy, but the amount of racism, it's not just, no, do you know what, that's a whole nother story. I'm not even going to go there now. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to edit any of this out. It's just going to be me talking. And I know a lot of this probably doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense in my head at the moment, but I just needed to sit down and talk about it because it makes me angry. Very, very, very angry. But